What is going on, guys? We're back here today with a very important video. People, this is a callback to a video I did a year ago, and that video was titled Why Zacian is Better Than Mega Rayquaza. Now at the time, they called me a fool. They said I was completely wrong. Of course, I was correct. I was just looking into the future, as I always do. But of course they said I was wrong, and now of course Zacian has revealed itself as much stronger than Mega Rayquaza, proof being that, in yesterday's video, Quagsire had 200% usage in Ubers, clearly showing that Zacian's broken. Anyways, a new Pokemon's here now, Calyrex-Shadow Rider, and word on the street is that this thing is completely broken. In fact, I've heard talks that it's even stronger than Zacian and Mega Rayquaza, so I was like, no way. Did Game Freak do it again? Did they introduce a new Pokemon so powerful, so game-breaking, that they're about to ban this shit from Ubers too? Put it in Anything Goes with Mega Rayquaza? Let those two battle off for the final spot? So I figured, you know what, it's time to talk about it. Is Calyrex really broken or not? Is it better than these two? I mean, it's already in Ubers, but is it so game-breakingly powerful that it's better than these two? We have to find out who is the strongest of the three. But before we get into that, people, you already know what's coming up. It's the Brave browser plugin. Guys, thank you so much for downloading this, and I really appreciate you guys when you guys show the support in the comments by, verifying just how good this browser is. Best browser on the block, 3 times faster than Chrome. Completely private browser as well, and it's ad-free. I know a lot of times you guys don't like advertisements, especially on YouTube videos. I mean, ads are the way that content creators make money. However, if you don't like ads, this is a great way to support me for free. Brave.com/BLU441. Use it for 30 days. You get paid. I get paid. It's great. So with that, let's get right back into it. So we got this, right? Calyrex-Shadow form. So let's go over this thing's stats first of all. 165 special attack, 150 speed. That right there is already like, what? It's faster than both Zacian and Mega Ray. Zacian's speed is 148 and Ray's is like 115. 165 base special attack. Now that's actually weaker than Zacian, because Zacian's attack is 170 and it comes in at +1. And Mega Rayquaza's attack is what? Like 180. Facts. So it's actually weaker than these two. However, you need to understand something. This thing can Dynamax. Now, these 3 Pokemon, I guess they all exist in different universes. We can call it some anime type shit because obviously, Mega Ray can't Dynamax and doesn't exist. It only exists in the National Dex format. However, for theorization purposes, we are like in the last year's video, we're gonna assume they all exist in the same realm, right? So we got this. Now let me show you what actually motivated me to upload this. I want you to take a good look at your screen. This is a ladder match, okay? This isn't just some joke thing where they were playing against each other for fun. This is a ladder match. This dude brought just a Calyrex and a Kyogre. You need to take a quick look at this. Take a good look at this. So turn 1, the opponent Ice Master. He goes for the Dynamax, right? He has to live that water spout. So gets rid of that thing right there. Calyrex comes in and oof. Dynamaxes himself, goes for the Max Starfall, which is probably Draining Kiss turned into, yeah, it is Draining Kiss. This thing doesn't have that many moves. In comes Ho-Oh, takes Max Mindstorm, takes 79%. Secret Fire does a clean 13%. And then, I want you to take a quick look at that. Max Mindstorm doing 40%. That's a 4 times resisted attack. Terrain is up and it's +1 special attack, but it's 4 times resisted to bulky ass Necrozma. And at this point, Calyrex just starts going crazy. Astro Barrage doesn't even have an animation like that. It's just Calyrex jumping on top of you. Look at this. Eternatus comes in. Boom. Psychic in the terrain. No match. So this thing really has the snowball effect with Grimnay being that special Moxie type ability. Its coverage is also really good just with Shadow Ball and Psychic, right? And when you Dynamax, you set up your own terrain to boost your Psychic. Doesn't seem to be a lot of things that resist Ghost in the first place besides Yveltal. But here's the plot twist. He actually loses because the opponent Ice Master's Calyrex wins the speed tie. I also want you to see this. Look at this. He was sweating. Look at how many points Ice Master had. 1897. That man was top of the ladder. You already know he was sweating like anything. Like, bro, am I really about to get tossed off the ladder? Because he got +6 for winning. That shit was about to be -30 if he lost that to 2 Pokemon. But, he made it out alive. He made it out. And so that's just a little taste, man. It's scary out here. So we're looking at this, right? Calyrex, it always has to run Astro Barrage. It usually always has to run Psychic. And then you have a couple of other options. You got Trick. You got Trick for Specs and Scarf. And you got Life Orb. But put a substitute because Sucker Punch Yveltal does seem like one of the only real ways to check this thing. And I thought also substitute could help you versus if something sacks something against you. Then you can set up a sub. You could even beat Marshadow going for Shadow Sneak or whatever. But in general, I don't think this thing really has counters of any type. You nasty plot, and then I'm pretty sure you're just ready to break through everything. There's no unaware shit that can save you. Chansey and all of them are gonna get fucked up, and it's very, very fast. So I was like, how are you really supposed to beat this? Even if you have a defensive Yveltal. I saw a replay in defensive Yveltal, it took 50% from Specs Astral Barrage. So at that point, it's like, whew. So let's look at these other guys here, right? So I've gassed up this guy enough. Astral Barrage, 120 base power special move. Really, what are you supposed to do when this comes out, right? But we can say that the move pool is actually quite limited. Limited in the sense that it doesn't have too many moves. Like Mega Rayquaza, that thing has every move under the sun, right? But this guy, the moves it has are enough, considering its stats are so good. The fact that they finally gave a good special move out, that was Ghost, and it's so broken. Hilarious. But yes, let's talk about Zacian now. So now we look at Big Dog Zacian, who I crowned the king. No pun intended. I crowned him the king previously, right? 439 attack, but when you plug in the +1 from Rusted Sword, it's like what? It's way more, right? 440, 220, so it's like about 600 something. And if you're adamant, you're even stronger, something like 700, right? And this guy's actually slower than Calyrex here. So that's something to keep in mind. So if Calyrex goes for its Mega Evolution, it's beating Zacian's ass because it's gonna fuck you up with that Ghost move. I mean, Behemoth Blade is still, it's double powered, but I don't know if that outgoes. But that thing being faster means it automatically takes out Zacian. Another thing is Zacian actually has counters. I feel like people be forgetting. Zacian, he was a good mon, but it's the metagame had to change. He has too many counters. I might even have to take it back. Zacian might not even be better than Mega Ray anymore because the Quagsire Apocalypse. Quagsire beating Zacian's ass, Necrozma beating his ass, Skarmory can take it on if it's not Wild Charge. So, this thing, it could have some problems. I mean, mine are all Wild Charge because I think you need to hit Ho-Oh and Yveltal for that heavy hit. But hey, that helmet will start hitting. So Zacian, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's got a whole lot of counters. I don't know. I mean, he's always been around, right? Zacian. We can even look at his typings, which has been very good. I've always really liked Zacian's typing. It's only weak to ground and fire. It's immune to a shit ton in poison and dragon. I mean, dragon is also common in Ubers. And then it's resistant to like everything under the sun. So that's really, really nice. You look at Rayquaza now, and Rayquaza again has a bunch of immunities too. I mean, a bunch of resistance as well to like key typings. And then of course you got to keep in mind its stupid ability Delta Stream, which allows it to resist rock and ice a little bit, and then makes electric like not very effective, which is hilarious. But yeah, if we look at Zacian altogether, people, it's not looking good for my boy. He's good, but I mean, even Ditto can just come back, take your +1 and re-sweep your team. And honestly, can you really call yourself the king if you're stopped by this motherfucker? Like, bro, wait. PU? Wait. You're telling me my boy right here in PU is doing the job and shutting down Zacian? Distasteful. How can this even hold a finger to King Calyrex? Show some respect. That's the king. This is 2 Pokemon, bro. Have some goddamn respect. So even if Zacian does come in at +1, all this thing has to do is kill something to get +1, and it's very easy with its move. Its bulk is decent as well. I mean, it forces switches as well, right? How hard is it to get a Nasty Plot when if you kill the Pokemon in front of you, you already get a +1? That's what I was saying. Why do you even need to run Nasty Plot for the most part? Life Orb seems fine. Life Orb 3 attack seems fine. Because if you get a +1, you already get the ball rolling, right? So let's get into Mega Rayquaza, right? Now they're saying that this guy was the Dawn Data. He was the strongest one to ever exist. And they said in ORAS he was the true demon to end them all. So let's look at the sets here. We got Rayquaza, right? 180 attack. He has some variation, right? Because again, you look through this thing's move pool and you just have to like rub your eyes. You're like, what the fuck? How can you get every move? You never see so many colorful options in your life, especially when you go through Calyrex and all the other bullshit that we just got in Clown Tundra. But anyway, Rayquaza sets: Dragon Dance, Dragon Ascent, E-Speed, V-Create. This dude is strong. 504 attack. He's strong, and I got to admit, he's stronger than Calyrex. However, let's talk about some things. His bulk is pretty much similar to Calyrex, 105 HP versus 100 HP. 100 defense versus Calyrex's 80 defense, so he does have him beat there. And then they both have 100 speed F, so that's pretty similar. Its speed is a lot slower than Calyrex though, so that does come into play. It also can't Dynamax because he's a Mega, so he's kind of locked in that sense. So again, if these guys all exist in this same realm, Calyrex with that Dynamax whooping both of these ass. But If Calyrex cannot Dynamax, it might be a little bit closer. If Calyrex can Dynamax, it's no contest. If Calyrex can Dynamax, it's no contest. And it can Dynamax right now in Ubers, as we saw in that replay. That's legal. So right now, Calyrex is the GOAT. However, if they ban Dynamax on it, which I'm sure they will, then we got to see if it really is better than Rayquaza or, what's it called? Zacian. But you're looking at this guy's stats. He has 504 attack. He Dragon Dances for the most part, and then Dragon Ascent is the #1 move it uses. Dragon Ascent is basically like flying type close combat. Extreme Speed for the priority, and then V-Cray also will drop your stats. This is just the mixed attacker set with Draco over Dragon Dance. Then you have Banded, which is like, yeah. So it's always running Dragon Ascent, Extreme Speed, and V-Cray for the most part. Those 3 moves are so insane. Why would you not run them? So, you know, Rayquaza has that reputation of just being one of the best attackers ever. However, he cannot get the ball rolling like Calyrex can. I have to be honest. I would say Calyrex is very similar to Mega Rayquaza. I would say both of those dudes take off on Zacian right now. Zacian is not even close. Mega Ray did have some checks, I think. I mean, like, I don't even know what you can say. You can say fairy types, right? Like Arceus Fairy. If you can take the, what's it called? The boosted hit. I mean, you can say rock types if it doesn't have Earthquake. And by rock types, I mean Arceus Rock. And then those other fat asses like Lugia. Oh, Zygarde. If it's not Draco. I remember I ran a Dragon Dance Draco Meteor set. So even this thing has a couple of checks. But we go through Calyrex and it just ain't looking good. I feel like Calyrex can only be checked offensively. I feel like defensively ain't shit that's checking this guy. Alright, it doesn't matter what Lugia Ho-Oh you have. You saw what happened to Ho-Oh, right? Like Lugia and Zygarde and all those guys that could be capable of taking a hit. No, bro. They're gonna die. You're gonna Nasty Plot Max Starfall the shit out of that. Gone. Super gone. So it's looking like Calyrex is the GOAT, people. From what I can tell, Calyrex is looking like it is the most dominant. Even if you go through the typings, I would say that Calyrex has the worst typing of the bunch. 4 times weak to Ghost, 4 times weak to Dark. It's only immune to normal and fighting. It's resistant to poison and psychic, and then it's neutral to like everything else. So its typing is not even good, honestly. However, the ability to Dynamax, the speed, you're not really taking hits to begin with, and yeah, I mean, this thing is nuts. This thing is really nuts. I definitely recommend all of you try this thing out and tell me what you think. But when it comes down to it, I've spoken my piece. Calyrex is the strongest one. Calyrex-Shadow Rider. Zacian, Mega Rayquaza, you both are powerful, you know. 170 attack, that's crazy. 148 speed, that's crazy. 180 attack, that's crazy. V-Cray, all that shit. But at the end of the day, the combination, I was going to say Grim Neigh, but it's not even Grim Neigh. It's as one. This stupid ability that for no reason Game Freak was like, LOL, fuck you. I boost my stats and you can't eat berries. That's a direct quote from Sama A. Smith. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Drop a like if you did. Make sure to remember to subscribe. Stream later. I'll catch y'all soon. Peace.